Welcome to the spoken tutorial on Setup in Express Accounting. In this tutorial, we will learn Express Accounting Interface, various modules in the Setup tab. Also, we will learn how to create our own organization or company, set up user accounts, set up access permissions and set up display. Express Accounting version 2.5. To follow this tutorial you should have knowledge of higher secondary commerce and knowledge of accounting. Let us open the Express Accounting interface. The login page appears. Recall that during installation, we had created the admin user. Type the username as admin and password as spoken. Then click on the login button. The Express Accounting window opens. Standard modules have been provided in Express Accounting. We will learn about sales purchases, items and inventory, banking and general ledger and setup modules in the upcoming tutorials. Let us start with the Setup tab in Express Accounting. Click on the Setup tab. This module is used for company setting. Let us create a new organization or company by clicking on the Company Setup link. In the Name field, by default, we can see the name of the company, Express Network Solutions. This is because we had given this name during installation. However, you can change the name based on how you want it to appear in the reports. I will keep the same name. Scroll down. In the Home Currency field, click on the drop-down menu. A list of options will appear. But Bahraini dinar is not available in the list. Since our company is in Bahrain, we will set up the home currency to Bahraini dinar. Let us learn how to add a new currency to the list here. Click on the Banking and General Ledger tab in the top menu. In the Maintenance panel, click on Currencies link. A new window appears. Type BHD in the currency abbreviation field and BD in the currency symbol field. In the currency name field, type Bahraini dinar. In the hundredths name field, type fils, and in the country field type Bahrain. Now click on Add New button at the bottom of the window. We can see a success message, new currency has been added. Let us go back to the company setup page. For this, click on the Setup tab in the top menu and then on Company Setup link. Next, type the company's address, domicile, phone number, email address and company VAT number in the respective fields as shown here. Now, click on the Home Currency drop-down box. Select Bahraini dinar. Next we will learn about fiscal year. By default the previous financial year, i.e. the 1st of January to the 31st of December 2019 is shown as closed. At the time of recording this tutorial, the date is as shown on the screen. It may differ when you are practicing. Note that the date format is in M, D, Y, 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 Y. What is fiscal year? It is a period that a company uses for accounting purposes and preparing financial statements. It varies across countries. Fiscal year set up when a new company is created in Express Accounting, the fiscal year has to be set up correctly. By default, Express Accounting software shows the fiscal year from January to December. This is as per Bahrain accounting standards. Let us switch back to the Express Accounting interface. Scroll down and click on the Update button to save the entries. We can see a message company setup has been updated. Click on the Update button. Next we will set up user accounts. Again click on the Setup tab. Click on the User Account Setup link. We can see the admin user login information such as full name, email, access level, etc. Recall this information was entered during the installation. Let us create a new user login. I have typed the new user details as shown here. Likewise, enter your new user details. In Access Level field, click on the drop-down menu and select Sub-Admin. In the Language field, by default, the drop-down menu option is English. Here, POS means point of sale. We will keep the default option. In Printing option drop-down menu, keep the default option Browser Printing Support. Next, by default, the checkbox is checked for pop-up window for the Reports option. Click on the Add New button. We can see the message, a new user has been added. We can also see that the new user is added in the panel below the admin. Again, click on the Setup tab. Next, let us see Access Setup. Click on the Role drop-down menu and select Sub-Admin. We can see the default access given for a sub-admin to use. Scroll down. We can see the permissions available for the sub-admin. You can also check or uncheck the boxes as required for the sub-admin to use. Then click on Save Role button. A message appears as Security Role has been updated. Likewise, you can create several users as per your requirement and give the required permissions. Again, Click on the Setup tab and then on Display Setup link. Display Setup is used to change the decimal places, date format and separators and other parameters. We can see the number of decimal places for prices, amounts, quantities, exchange rate and percentages. We can change the date format and date separators by selecting the drop-down menu. We will change the date format to D, D, M, M, Y, 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 Y. We can see various miscellaneous settings also. Click on the Update button to save the changes. We can see a message, display settings have been updated. Now we will check the fiscal year date format. Go to the Setup tab. Under Company Setup panel, click on Fiscal Years link. We can see the date format has been changed to D, D, M, M, Y, 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 Y format. Recall, initially when we added the fiscal year it was M, M, D, D, Y, 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 Y format. This brings us to the end of this tutorial.